Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So somebody suggested that I do a video going over all of the traits, sort of extrapolate on some of them, and then kind of just go through them. Now, I'm still sick, as you can tell by my voice. I'm not exactly up to doing like a full scripted video, especially sounding like this. So I just figured we'd go through them all. I'd give you guys my thoughts, give you guys some of my like takes with regards to how I could see them being used in PvP or what they're needed to sort of complement that, and we'll just go from there. Also, on a side note, I just noticed their Kickstarter's done, but I just noticed they got some Critter Crops banners up here, which is pretty funny because same publisher. But anyway, let's get into it. So first is accurate. The Coromon has such good accuracy that its aim is increased by 50%. Beautiful. I'm not too sure how much of an advantage Chireptile and Chiraptor would have on it. I haven't actually used them, so but that's good. That's like compound eyes. So you could use some less accurate attacks with these boys. Might want to experiment with them. Acupuncture. The Coromon treats a member of the squad to cure them of all status problems. Okay. So it's just like Serene Grace. No, not Serene Grace. It's just like, what's that ability called? No, I guess it's not like Natural Cure because it's for someone else. Okay, so it just randomly heals squad members. That's pretty cool. Might be a little too RNG based. That's for Flowish and Darkaria. Afterburner. When the Coromon is defeated in battle, it inflicts burn on the opponent. That could be pretty good. That's the Bren line. Amplified. So yeah, because Coromon is very hyper offensive. So it's pretty common that somebody's gonna die. So I could definitely see like a situation where you want to sack, because like switching usually means you just lost half your HP. Amplified. Super effective attacks get 25% extra bonus. Oh, there's a bunch of Coromon that get this, as you can see. But yeah, that's also pretty good. Like even more offensive power. Antarctic. The Coromon makes it snow upon entering battle. Hail is very powerful. It's RNG based, but it's still very powerful. Every turn, there's a 5% chance that non-ice types will freeze. So it's situational because you could actually end up screwing yourself if you use it, because like unless you want to use a full ice team. So it's definitely like situational, but it can be very powerful if you use it correctly. Antidote. The Coromon builds up an antidote over time, which cures a squad member from poison. That's okay. I feel like poison, because there's no big bulk in Coromon, like everything's like one-shotting each other with the gems or two-shotting each other. I feel like poison's honestly not that big of a deal. So I don't see this being super useful on the Beazle line. Anti-Fungal. By using, it just says item swap mushroom. By using a purple mushroom, the Coromon can restore its HP. That's not competitive. Backup plan. The Coromon has a 30% chance to cling to life instead of fainting when it has 1 HP. That's cool. That's like a focus band from Pokemon. That's pretty cool. A little RNG based. It's for the Purgy line. I don't know if you'd want to bring that onto your team. It could come clutch, but I'd feel like it'd be hard to rely on. Brave. The Coromon is so brave that it cannot be affected by curse. Don't see a lot of curse in the metagame right now. Could change. Bright light. Emanates a bright light, blocking Twilight by lighting up caves. So Twilight's main thing is that it makes your accuracy go lower, and it, except for ghost types, stuff like that. I feel like this bright light is too situational. Like unless you're specifically fighting a Twilight based team, your trait's useless. Maybe a better thing would be like it. I feel like bright light could just be like that other ability, like accurate. Like it just increases accuracy. Or maybe they could have an ability that just like stops any weather effects that make accuracy worse. Like so that would include like sandstorm, because the sandstorm also decreases accuracy for anybody that's not a sand type. So I feel like that could be good as well. Then you have where were we now? Then you have we're lost, boys. Okay, then you have we have here we have Brave, then we have Bright Light, then we have Caffeinated. The Coromon uses less, the Coromon is hyper and has its max SP increased. That's cool. Up to 12 points based on its level. Cleanse. Rain is a soothing effect on this Coromon, healing all status problems. That's pretty good. Jella line gets it. It would have been good to see it on other lines, just because like you only want so many water types on your rain team, because as much as like, yeah, they benefit from the rain, you're gonna be really weak to electric, right? So Jella having it's nice, but you're already gonna want like a Chonk Toad or something to have humidifier, and so maybe you want to use Jella as your secondary. I don't know. Like I said before, the game's hyper offensive, so like status conditions aren't that invasive because it's like 2 shots and you're dead anyway. Like sleep's pretty bad. That I will say sleep's pretty bad. Clean Retreat. The Coromon is cured of all status problems when returned to its spinner. That's a good ability. It's like natural cure. Clear Skies and return weather to normal, preventing it from changing again. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Clumsy Power. That's like there's a Pokemon ability equivalent. Basically, you get more power, but your accuracy is reduced. The Cub Zero line gets that. If they get a Skill Flash move, which I was actually curious about, I can't remember. If there's a move that will increase their accuracy, that's what they'd want, because that would like give them the power, but also, oh, here we go, Precision Eye. Right? So it can get Precision Eye, which will undo Clumsy Power and just go to town. Next, we have the Comeback ability. When your HP is below 25%, you increase your attack. Pretty standard. Conductor, the Coromon charges when hit by an electric attack, increasing its speed. That's kind of like Motor Drive from Pokemon. Conserver, the Coromon can use skills at reduced SP cost. Very good. Cool Body, the Coromon is so cold that it making contact with it has a 10% chance to freeze. That's pretty good, especially for Crybeast. You can run Crybeast with the ability that makes it, I think it has an ability that makes it heal when it's snowing. And then you could run it on a hail team like that. Like, that would be pretty good. So you got the 5% every turn to freeze somebody on top of the 10% for that. So that actually might be really interesting. Coward, when the Coromon is hit with a critical attack, it increases its defense. I don't see that being too useful, just because like after receiving a crit, it's already really chance-based and you're probably at low health. Crippler, when the Coromon inflicts a status problem or stat change on an opponent, the damage the target's SP by 10% of their max SP. That's good as well. The passive, Diet, was that, I thought I said Diet Coke. Dirt Coat. The Coromon covered itself in a sturdy dirt coat during a sandstorm, increasing its defense. That's cool. Dry Wind, this is just making Sandstorm when you switch in. Empathetic, the Coromon is also affected by any stat changes the opponent is affected by. Okay. So that could be good. It could also be bad. So if you're running Shimshell, you don't want to lower your opponent's stats. Escapist, this Coromon is immune to being trapped and in normal circumstances never fails to escape from a wild Coromon. Fast Learner, the Coromon learns quickly, gaining 5% extra XP from battles. That's good for single player. The Coromon refuses to run from any fight, and its max HP is increased up to 40 points based on its level. That's fearless. That's pretty cool. But that means you're stuck in battle. So, Flare Intake, by absorbing flames, the Coromon raises its special attack when hit by a fire type move. So it's like Flash Fire. Fully Rested is like multi-skill from Pokemon. You reduce damage by 40% in this case when you're at full HP. Discharge when not hit by an electric attack. Oh, this is a fuse box. Get out of here. Good Aim. Physical skills hit the right spot, increasing critical damage. So you'd want to run that with some crit increasing moves. Gourmand, I'm probably saying it wrong. The Coromon gains an additional 50% HP and SP when consuming cake. So another one, single player. Gravity Pull, this Coromon has a 25% chance to stop people from switching. I think that should be like 100% chance, but then only affects certain types maybe. I don't like the RNG there. Gullible, the Coromon is very gullible and every stat change is doubled. That's pretty cool. Hard-headed, because of its hard head, the Coromon doesn't suffer recoil. Another good one. I'm pretty sure Mino gets head smash, so that's good. A Hoarder, the Coromon sometimes hoards items it finds laying on the battlefield. That's like pickup from Pokemon. Humidifier, make it rain. Inner Fire, the Coromon can't be frozen. Intelligent, the Coromon uses its knowledge to increase evasion by 15% when battling wilds. So that's kind of interesting. Single player again. Inverse, the Coromon doesn't know left from right, so all stat changes are reversed. That's cool. Lucky, the Coromon is so lucky that it gets 25% increased critical hit chance. You might want to use a critical hit boosting move with that too, so you can like guarantee crits or make a really high chance that you will get one. Magnetic, when Spinner fails, that's single player. Menacing, the Coromon intimidates its opponent by lowering its attack. As a squad leader outside of the battle, it has a chance to repel wild Coromon. Cool. Molter, the Coromon sheds its skin each round, giving it a 30% chance to cure status problems. Motivated, upon defeating an opponent, you get an attack and special attack boost. It's like Moxie on steroids. Nimble, upon making contact, the Coromon steals any fruit. That's a really good one. Only the Cub Zero line gets that though. I feel like that could be spread out a little more. That's a good one. Normalized. The Coromon doesn't mind critical hits. It reduces their damage by 25%. See, the problem with this one is there's an ability that just negates critical hits entirely. So it feels like this is kind of bad. Nurse. The Coromon takes care of a squad member, restoring them to full HP. That's interesting. It says it's an active ability. We don't really have any information on it just yet. It says cooldown. Oh, okay. It's outside of battle. Okay, never mind. I got excited there for a second. So that's single player by the looks of it. Overclocker. So you can match your opponent's attack stat. That's why I kind of think Patterbit might need to be run specially. I need to look at what skill flashes he gets. Pep Talk. The Coromon gives a pep talk to a squad member, overcharging its SP by 15%. That's another single player one. Polished body. Its smooth body prevents any stat from lowering. That's cool. Prepared. The Coromon is always prepared for battle, doubling its speed upon entering. That's good. Radiator. The body of a Coromon is so hot that it has a 25% chance to burn the attacker when making contact. Pretty standard stuff. Rebirth. Upon fainting, the Coromon will be reborn as Bren. This is just like a Pyrotrick specific ability. Reconstitution. The Coromon reconstitutes itself, restoring a small amount of HP and SP and curing itself of all status problems. I believe that's like a single player one, or it just activates on chance. I'm not 100% sure about that one. Reignite. When falling below 25% HP, it raises fire move damage by 50%. Resistance. The Coromon does not mind special attacks, reduces their damage by 25%. Restless. I feel like that should be more. Like, again, Coromon is so hyper offensive. We need some like if the power versus like defense is going to be how it is, I feel like these abilities need to be more significant. Because it's like, oh wow, I didn't get 2-shotted, I got 3-shotted, but like still, like, or like, I didn't get 1-shotted, I survived with like 2 HP. Like, a lot of Coromon, like even the bulkier ones, like they can get pegged down real fast. Robber, steal extra gold when you defeat a trainer. Restless, you can't fall asleep. Scrapper, the Coromon doesn't mind physical attacks, reducing them by 25%. I think you can move both those up to 50. Sharp Claws, you can't lower the attack. Shiny, when no other is active, its body is so shiny that it reduces accuracy upon one stage. Ooh, that's pretty rude. Short Fused, the Coromon gets angry upon receiving a critical hit, increasing its attack by 2 stages. Now, the thing about this is you can't really run a strategy on it. Like, it would be nice when it happens, but like, how do you really run a strategy on making sure your enemy hits you with a crit? Slippery, the Coromon has an increased chance to dodge status changing moves. That's cool. Snowman, you get more HP. See, it's 5%. I feel like it should be like 10%. The Coromon are like, yeah, I feel like 10% would be okay, considering how much damage everything takes. Soothing Aura. The Coromon can call down a Soothing Aura, restoring 20% HP to all squad members. I think that's another one that's outside of battle. When defeating an opponent, the Coromon raises its most proficient stat. That's Soul Eater. That's a good one. Specialist, the Coromon restores 4%, rounded up, of its SP every turn, and 50% more than normal after each battle. Spiked Body. Sharp spikes and needles return 15% of damage taken upon the attacker. Static Body. Because of the Static Body, you have a 50% chance to get shocked. Steady, the Coromon strong stature prevents it from getting knocked down. We have Steam Layer. The Coromon is protected by a layer of steam during a heat wave, increasing its special defense. That's kind of cool. Sticky Layer, you lower speed when making contact. Stinky, 20% chance to make your opponent hazy, and then it has some outside battle effects. Stoic, after taking super effective damage, the Coromon's defense or special defense increases by 2 stages. So this is, depending on the type of damage taken. Interesting. That's another one. Like, you take damage that much, you're probably like really low health already, unless it's like a really weak attack that you got hit by. Strategist, when the Coromon moves later than its target, it strategically finds weak. Okay, double crit chance. That's all right. But then like Swarmy, Beazle, and Humby don't really need that. They don't want to be going second. Super Sensory, the Coromon raises its most proficient stat with one of its stats lowered. Tactical Retreat, when the Coromon retreats to its spinner, restore 25% of its HP. That's a good one. I definitely think... see, in Pokemon, it's 33%. But Pokemon also has more bulk in it. So, like, in Pokemon, the 33% works, but the Pokemon are also more bulky than the Coromon. So I feel like in Coromon, it could even be more than 33, but it's only 25. I feel like it should. I feel like maybe it should be 33, because like most attacks, like I said that I've seen, can literally just like destroy you. So thick skin, you're immune to critical hits. Toxic skin, you might get poisoned if you make a physical hit. Vaccinated, the Coromon is immune to poison. Vegetarian, you get more stuff when consuming. You also recover HP when you consume any fruit. That's really good. Vigilant, when its HP drops below 25%, you get more speed and accuracy. That's good as well. A last stand type thing. You could run that with like that berry that's like a focus sash too. Water cooled, the Coromon's the Coromon is water cooled, making it immune to burn. Okay. Weatherproof, weather doesn't do anything to it. Wet coat, the Coromon feels at home, increasing its speed in the rain. I didn't realize Sandrill gets that. That's interesting. Darkaria also gets that, so you might want to run one of those on a rain team. I knew Megalobite gets it, but it's like, do you want fully rested or do you want the speed boost? Winter coat, the Coromon can be unimpeded in the snow, increasing its evasion. Okay. And Zealous, skills used by this Coromon deal 20% more damage, but cost 2 more SP. Torvald and Biddybol get that. Now, during the main run, that could be kind of annoying. Like in single player mode, you're like, oh, it's using more SP, but there's not a whole lot of situations where you're running out of SP in comp, at least from what I've seen. Like, it does happen, but not that much. And like Torvald does have a move that just uses up all its SP at once. So like you could even just use that. So like as like a big killer too. So I don't know, kind of interesting. I definitely want to experiment more with Torvald. But yeah, that was every single trait in the game. I know this video was kind of long, but I really wanted to sort of do this with you guys because, again, someone was asking about it, a few people actually, and I figured this would be a fun way to kind of give my thoughts and opinions about each and every one. Hopefully it wasn't too dry. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely subscribe. I have more Coromon and monster taming content always coming. And yeah, check out my socials linked below. Special thanks to the patrons, Dark Persona, Jim Hamilton, Steel Case, and Dro Ghost. I'm going to go take another break, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.